Good evening and welcome to El Molinón for game week 2 of La Liga Santander Spark Bank. It sees Sporting host Rayo Vallecano. Two teams looking to get their first wins of the season after VAR impacted draws last week. A couple of changes for each side as we'll go through the teams for you in just a minute as we get our final preparations for the game underway. Pitch being watered even though we have predicted some possible rain this afternoon. You see Rayo captain Alberto Garcia lead his team in the handshakes before the game. The Sporting, a credible 1-1 draw away in Girona, and they make two changes. Carmona, who was sent off last week, is replaced by Aitor Garcia, and Damian Perez is replaced by Unai Medina, right back. New signing from Numancia for the 2019-2020 season. As we go through the hymns before we start the game. As Marinho claims his award is signed his new contract up to 2023, so he'll be staying in Gijón for the foreseeable future. Sporting very impressive in their away draw at Girona, especially as they played the last half an hour with 10 men. Still managed to take the lead for Borja Garcia to equalise in the last minute for Girona. Interesting to see this week at home, expected to maybe dominate more possession, take more control of the game. Last week they were able to sit back, hit their opponents on the counter-attack, especially as they were away from home and down to 10 men. A lot more onus on them to dominate proceedings this week. Rayo Vallecano, ever the entertainers. Their 2-2 draw with Mirandés, newly promoted Mirandés last time out. Managed to go a goal down inside the first 10 minutes, having already had Martin Pascual sent off. Referee gave a yellow card, VAR reviewed it and increased that to a red. Vallecano make 3 changes. Martin Pascual is out, he's replaced by Alejandro Catena, number 5 at central defence. Fabio Piovacari is replaced by number 9 Andres Martin as the main striker, and Oscar Valentin loses place to new signing Advincula at right back. So we'll go through a moment's silence before we get underway. Round of respect impeccably observed as ever, and Senor Iñaki Vicandi Garrido. As we can get underway, final huddle from Sporting. Last instructions, final motivation going through there. Senor Vicandi against Sporting. Last time he took charge of one of their games was against Albacete last season. He sent off Progresos in a 2-0 defeat. He did also take charge of a 5-2 win against Barcelona in 2013. More of the same today, they will be saying. For Rayo, just one time he's taken charge of them, a 2-2 draw against Cádiz in 27-18. Long ball forward from Rayo, goes easily picked up by Marinho in the Sporting goal. Likes to play from his hands and then drops the ball again, just making Andres Martin run a little bit more. It's a long ball downfield, cut out by Tito, out for a throw-in. It's Unai Medina will take the throw. Goes straight down the line. But it's solidly defended there by Esteban Sabalic. As Jose Alberto Lopez, 37-year-old, been with Sporting since November 2018. Sporting on the front foot early on, but they've given the ball away to Rayo Vallecano. Early chance for a counter-attack down this left-hand side. There's Martin, just overruns it a little bit, and Baban will play that safely back to his goalkeeper. Takes every moment available for him before putting the ball long outfield and out for a throw-in. To be taken by Luis Advincula. Advincula gets his foot in again, but can't find a teammate this time. See a bit of bounce between players. Eventually a foul given against young Alejandro Catena. And his breakthrough in the Rayo team at the back end of last season. Molinero stands over the free kick as Javi Fuego short of him, but if it chooses to go long, it's just a bit too long for Serbian striker Uroš Đurđević. An early goal kick for Rayo Vallecano. Not really settled into a pattern or rhythm so far. As look at Paco Gémez on the Rayo bench. He mentioned that his team probably deserved to win last week. Unfortunately didn't. He mentioned their style, lineup and attitude will be very similar this time. So expected to line up in a 4-1-4-1 formation. So they have early possession at the back, and now Tito crossing over the halfway line. It's a sliding challenge from Unai Medina. Cuts that potential attack down. Inside from Numancia. Was a fixture in their side last season, Unai Medina. A throw to be taken by Tito. Inside, neat turn by Adriano Imbarba. I'm going to see if they can't make it stick. Well cut out by Barban in defence. Medina again to take the throw. Doesn't see a wealth of options in front of him, but goes long. Challenge the header is won first by Saljevic and then played off his man by Trejo. Out for a throw in. You see Rayo will be probably one of the favourites to gain promotion this season. Just after coming down from the Liga last year, but they have a little bit of defending to do now. Mostly they considered a free kick. Referee looking for an advantage, but none given in the end. Catena, the guilty man. Nudging the backs there by Esteban Sabalic as well. And quickly now Manu Garcia. Back to Bavan. His central defensive partner Borja Lopez. He's signing onto the left foot. Goes cross field and picks out Medina nicely. See back to Medina. He's got 3 targets in the middle to aim for, but he's managed to only pick out Sabalic, and then a neat turn from Andres Marin. But eventually comes sliding in is Manu Garcia to win the ball back. Referee signals stop plays. Garcia has done himself some harm in that sliding tackle. Don't see exactly where he was caught in the face there, perhaps a flailing arm, but you see one of the new rulings for this year: drop balls will not be contested, just given to the team who was last in possession. There's Andres Martin just being updated with the rule by the referee. Sporting were in possession, so it should be dropped to them. Referee just waiting on his VAR officials to see if there was any further foul play. Our team must retreat at least 3 metres. And we are now back underway. Baban, who'll look long over the back of the defence, and here's Aitor Garcia. Goes down. Looks to have miscontrolled that, but he was quite easily in behind the fullback that time. It was a very simple, long, straight ball. First touch was okay, but then he went down under the challenge from Tito. Nothing given by the referee. Now here come Rayo slipping through midfield, and that's a foul given away. That may well be the first yellow card of the game. It's Nacho Mendes. So this is Trejo had got away from him there. He claims his innocence, but see just a little hand on the back of Aitor Garcia there by Tito as they crossed. I think as he possibly lost control of the ball, I think that persuaded the referee to not to give the free kick, or possibly even the penalty, the proximity to the penalty area. But now Rayo with their first real chance of the game from the set piece. Marinho organising his walls, a position he's finally happy with. That's taking short work, free kick. If it's into the penalty area, header comes in. First attempt of the game from Catena. It's wide. It's neatly worked set piece routine, but so it's going to be quite some header to beat Marinho from that distance. There was some speed on the cross in, but not really enough for Catena to work with. It was really going to trouble the Sporting goalkeeper from there. We have a first attempt, and now trying to pick their way through midfield, but Javi Fuego, that defensive midfield role, picks the ball up that time, and again another attempt at a breakaway. And Catena is down, but play goes on without him. At the right hand side is Mbarba. Martina now looking a little bit crowded out there is Mbarba, but he's got a throw in. Catena's stayed down. It's like winning the ball back for his team. That was Nacho Mendes just possibly falling through a little bit. Was having his shirt pulled there by Trejo. It's not a case of serious foul play, so the referee has not consulted VAR on that particular occasion, and we'll carry on as we were. Coming up to 10 minutes played, few chances so far. Neither side really to get a stranglehold in possession or see a deliberate move where you think a goal's going to come from. Advincula just about gets it back in time to Catena, and now all the way back with Saveljic. Over halfway, looks left and finds Tito. He has few options, and from a mediumly promising position out on the right hand side with the throw there, all the way back with Alberto Garcia in the goal. Sporting will be happy with the way they've kept them out so far. The long ball forward, there's a bit too much on that for Alvaro Garcia. See, calls his teammates forward so he can press a bit higher up the field. Again, Medina with the throw, calls his teammates a bit closer to him. Chipping the ball up, and he's did really well for a moment there, Djurdjevic, to win that, but Again, he's in a bit of a tight spot, and 3 Rayo players round him, and he's a throw in to the visitors. Again, Oscar Trejo, the Argentine, getting in another tackle, another interception in midfield. Tito throws in, but that's gone straight out of play from Andres. Back in the starting lineup this week, taking Fabio Bicari's centre-forward berth from the draw against Mirandés last time out. As Rayo look to build from the back again. Slightly ambitious pass from Catena, but it's worked out for them this time. It's Esteban Savljic, and now into midfield, neat turn from Oscar Trejo. He's done well to keep hold of the ball, find Potho. Again, good pressure in the final third, and Sporting have won the ball back, and they can counter-attack as they did so many times against Girona last week. And as Pablo Perez on the right-hand side goes across the goal, but it's too much on that. Pablo Perez won't be able to reach it. It was Uros Djurdjevic's cross. Couldn't find Pablo Perez at the far post. Some good options there though. I thought Garcia made a run forward. Nacho Mendes was there waiting for them as well. Didn't really get much of a shot or a cross on. It was powerful enough for a shot towards the far corner, but not accurate enough, and too heavy hit to really entice a teammate into a header. Pablo Perez in his 3rd season with Sporting, punished there for a stray elbow, stray arm. That's given away now. A really chance on the counter-attack for Sporting Gijón. There's Manu Garcia. There's Aitor Garcia across the front of the penalty area, but cut out easily by Catena. Well read by the defender. Now a miscontrol gives Andres Martin a chance to bring the ball down. He's been fouled now. The danger is fully extinguished. Borja Lopez with the foul. It's a poor pass out of defence from Savljic. Easily intercepted Manu Garcia. Picked the ball up to the overrunning Aitor Garcia. He's looked up and played a kind of percentage ball across the 6-yard line, across the goalkeeper's area. Right to where Alejandro Catena was waiting. So Rayo looking to take their time over these free kicks and slow the game down. We have a discussion with the referee and his assistants. So Rayo looking to take their time and slow the game down where they can, but also build from the back and try and maintain some possession as well. But the Sporting have done well to keep them very much at arm's length so far. The ball forward there towards Tito. It was a neat turn, but he was fouled by Unai Medina. You see the shirt pull from here. Neat footwork from the experienced fullback Tito. Now a chance for Mbarba. See there's the shirt pull from Unai Medina. They can play him, especially from the referee's angle, which was opposite from that last camera view we had. We'll be easily have been able to see the shirt come away from his body. Now another chance from a set piece. Let's see if they have such a neat routine as last time. To have Mbarba and Alvaro Garcia over the ball. Swung into the penalty area by Mbarba. That's straight down the throat of Marinho. He's able to play it out to his left back Molinero. Sporting look to attack quickly. Advincula claims that throw-in should be his, and the referee agrees. Again, Pablo Perez looks towards the referee, not getting the decisions he wants, but we have a long way to go. See if something can fall for him so far this afternoon. Free kick given against him, Pablo Perez. Everything, his touch seems to go in the opposite direction so far. See if he can bring himself a bit more into the game. It's a poor clearance from Babin, has given a chance for Rayo to come forward, pop throw into the middle. Cut out, but then clearance finally only meets Advincula, striding forward, but Rayo have maintained possession for now, and some really neat footwork out on the right hand side. It's really good play by Adriano Mbarba, scorer of those 2 penalties last week. Advincula with the throw. Mbarba returns and crosses with his left foot, but again, as with his free kick, it's too close to Marinho. No Rayo player really looking to attack that. Marinho and Borja Lopez. Looks a long ball forward. It's easily cut out by Saljic, and then up into the air and headed away. Not really be able to bring the ball down, get their foot on it, but Rayo can do that just now with Mbarba. But again, he goes long, crossing onto the far side of the penalty area, but good take again by Marinho. He's having his hands warmed with some catching practice in the last few minutes with crosses from Adriano Mbamba. Esteban Saljic just allows the ball to run back to Alberto Garcia. And again, Rayo just in this position here, happy to get their foot on the ball, play some passes around and wait for holes, but they've spotted one pretty quickly. Advincula's got some pace on the right hand side. Neil Cross with his right foot is blocked away off Molinero, and out for Rayo's first corner of the game. Explosive run. He was on loan at Rayo Vallecano last season, Luis Advincula. Something has been made permanent in the summer. That will be Mbarba to swing the ball in from the Rayo right hand side with his right foot, to be curling away from the goalkeeper. Plenty of targets to aim for. It's in towards the edge of the 6-yard box and headed back, and now plays Mario Suarez. I think was there, had Saljic jumping in front of him. Baban claiming he was illegally being pushed down, ended up on the floor. That'll be Saljic just with his arms on his shoulders, using them to gain a bit of leverage. Marinho not happy with the arrangement with his first run up, and hits long towards the Sporting left, comes off Advincula, eventually brings the ball down. It will be a throw to the home side to Sporting Gijón. That's not been cut out, and then making a nuisance of himself is Nacho Mendes. He's managed to keep hold of the ball despite having 3 players around him. Has to go back. It's now back with Baban. Back to Baban, and now out to Unai Medina on the right hand side. Back to Baban under pressure, just chips it forward. Medina's done well, but it's been swept away by Saljic. Now I'll give Andres Martin something to chase after. And ball back up in the air, still bouncing around, fully under control. Possibly a free kick, yes, given by the referee against Javi Fuego. 3 of them round. None of them could quite get the ball from Trejo. And resorted to fouling him. Rayo back in possession in defence as we get towards the midway point in the first half. Just over 20 minutes played. There's Mario Suarez on the ball now. Man of ample Premier League experience. Finds Potho, who's spotted the run of Luis Advincula on the right hand side. Combines Lines with Mbarba. Back to Advincula, who can cross with his right foot towards the edge of the penalty area. Headed down and not fully cleared yet. And in comes a run in. That's a tremendous save by Mourinho. It was Mbarba who'd come in. First time shot, he made a couple of really good saves last week, Mourinho, against Girona. Oh, it was Alvaro there. There's the header down. He's never really dealt with. And then the bouncing ball, he'd already gone the wrong way, but stuck out a really good left arm. Clear that ball. That's by far the best chance of the game. It was Mbarba's shot. Looked for all the world like that was going to go in. Let's hit it down into the ground. I suppose Mourinho would be expecting him head to shoot that towards his right hand side. But managed to react and just get that arm up and parry the ball away. Really good save, and the corner comes in, is headed away, then sent back over the crossbar by Potho. And watch again, it's just nodded down, just that little flick from Andres Martin just means the defence couldn't quite get hold of it. In fact, it's deflected. So that is a really good save. And it keeps the score at 0-0. It's a long ball forward for Tito to deal with, which he hasn't dealt with very well. It's Aitor Garcia on the right hand side with the shot, but doesn't really connect with that. It's a much simpler save for Alberto Garcia in the Rayo Vallecano goal. So Sporting's first shot on target in the first half. Mario Suarez just kind of dropping in between his central defenders, allowing Tito and Advincula to march forward. A free kick is given, but it was a loose pass at the back again by Rayo. Sabojic, the home crowd believe he's kind of made the most of that, but possession does not last long for the visitors, and Sporting have it again. Borja Lopez and Javi Fuego in midfield. Molinero, Fuego again. Quick ball forward, but Alejandro Catena deals with that well. Throwing to Rayo Advincula. Looks to Andres Martinez, done well to hold the ball off and find Trejo striding through midfield again. Just only 2-3 now targets in the penalty area to aim for, but it's plenty of red and white shirts back defending. Able to cut that out. Nacho Mendes sends that long, but can't quite find Uros Djurdjevic. It's again easily cleared up by Rayo Vallecano in defence. Sporting is kind of letting them have possession in these kind of areas, just sporadically pressing them, but they have generated a couple of mistakes. From Rayo in defence, visitors just having a shade more possession. You see 56 to 44%. Now they go along, looking to get Marin in behind Borja Lopez, but that will just roll harmlessly out of play for a throw-in. And if Rayo were hoping for perhaps a slightly more sedate start to the game this week than last, they've certainly managed that. They were a goal down and a man down in the first 10 minutes last time out against Mirandes. So they managed to keep 11 players on the pitch. It was Rayo who were playing with an extra man, or playing with a man less for much of the game, which finally evened itself up after Mirandes received a red card right at the end of the first half. But when playing 10 aside and a goal up, they still conceded an equaliser in the second half. Sporting had to play half an hour with a man less, managed to get themselves a goal up in the 87th minute, only to concede in the 90th. And Senses throw away 2 points which they had in their hands and worked very hard for. We'll see just glimpses of them on the counter-attack here today, which we saw a number of times last week. We'll see how Fuego go to ground. Wants a free kick, doesn't get one. And now Rayo with a chance to build as Paco Gémez watches on. Foul given away this time by Manu Garcia. Now with Mbarba. Some space in front of him, and Advincula with 2 targets in the penalty area to aim for. He's gone towards the back post. It's a decent run by Pozo, but it's well defended, I think, in the end by Unai Medina. Stood his ground. Didn't let Pozo get his head onto the ball. It's a bit of a risk to take, just trying to lever his man out of the way. Do well if it's anything. It's Rayo who's had the best chance of the game by far. Then Barba shot, producing a really good save by Marinho. We've had some crosses. We've seen Luis Advincula gain ground on the right hand side and put some dangerous balls into the penalty area. Sporting chances or half chances seem to be come from mistakes by Rayo at the back, which they seemingly looking. They made another one here, and Catena's just about got away with that. In the end, decides for a more pragmatic clearance downfield. But now it's under a bit of pressure, but as well to find Unai Medina. Now some momentum in the Sporting attack for once, and then Pozo just takes one little nibble at his heels, and then at the second time, as Medina can't get his pass away, Jose Pozo goes into the referee's notebook. He joins Molinero. See, Pozo was just on the wrong side of Medina there. See, there was the first trip, and then if at first you don't succeed, he gets at him again. Alberto Lopez applauds his team for a quick break. And with a half decent chance in this from a free kick. Joe Mendes stands over it. He's joined by Manu Garcia. So Manu Garcia is taking the run up. It will be Garcia to swing into the penalty area. That's a dangerous ball. It's all come off the crossbar. Gabon with the header. Big defender up for the Verde. It's in. Rayo never cleared their lines. It's Borja Lopez. His first goal for Sporting Gijón. First danger coming from one centre-back, Jean-Sylvain Babin with the first header. Came back off the crossbar. Rayo never really got hold of it, never got it far enough away. And Borja Lopez, left foot half volley. Not words often said. Finds the back of the net. Alberto Garcia, I think, will have been onside, so we'll watch again. It's a dangerous ball in it. Flicks up, possibly off Savalcic as well. It's never really cleared. And then Mario Suarez's header comes off Alberto Garcia. And Molinero was up there as well. It was off Molinero. But that is a tremendous finish from Borja Lopez. Curled into the corner. Jose Alberto Lopez bounces down the touchline. Goal will, of course, be reviewed via VAR assistance, but we're all happy with that. So after Rayo making much of the running, having the best chance of the game, it is the home side Sporting Gijón who take the lead. A really good finish in the end after a bit of pinball in the penalty area. It's 1-0 to the home side, and now Rayo, who probably think they should have been ahead, and according to Paco Jimenez, should have won the game last week, should at least be level, but are behind. They reacted really well to turn around the game quickly last time. Came through 2 penalties, but Sporting have a bit of spring in their step. It is Uros Djordjevic looking to break his way into the penalty area and has a corner off Catena. Now suddenly a game transformed. Sporting a spring in their step, attacking straight away. There's Nacho Mendes and Manu Garcia. Hands on heads, I'm sure is a signal to their teammates of what's about to happen. Rayo will need to defend this set piece much better than the last one. So Manu Garcia to swing the ball in with his right foot. That's easily taken in the end by Alberto Garcia. Rayo captain a quick pass out, but almost a little bit too quick for his teammates. He's not managed to control that, but he's given away a free kick. Trejo fouled again. Fifth foul that Oscar Trejo has received within half an hour. See Djurdjic just getting hold of Tito. Playing the ball off him. As Trejo, Oscar Trejo rumbles on. Here is Mario Suarez. A little short from Trejo there, back to his defender. Esteban Savage just about getting there ahead of his man and keeping the ball, otherwise it would have been clean through, but again Rayo lose the ball in a potentially dangerous area. As Mario Suarez gives it back to Savage and then out to Catena. Again Rayo being true to their style, they want to play the ball on the ground, and they wriggled into a little bit of space here. Shot on the left foot is blocked. That's in Barba's left foot now. Tito picks up the rebound. And now Potho with a chance to cross. There's a dangerous ball into the penalty area. There's the header, is tipped over by Marinho. Andres Martinez. It looked as if Marinho just got his fingers to that, just to see it over the crossbar. It's a clever ball and a clever header. You see just what he was trying to do. I think it actually hits the top of the crossbar itself. Makes way over Manu Garcia in the walls again. Just watch a replay of a previous free kick. It's sent long by Marinho downfield. Mario Suarez jumps but can't get enough on it. It's held up by Djurdjevic, but then eventually Mbarba stepping back and bringing the ball for his side, but Manu Garcia just gets a foot in. Now Mario Suarez. See, they're not being able to get the ball to Trejo and Potho as easy as they would like. I've seen a number of times Mario Suarez in between his central defenders, or possibly just in front of them, and the three play the ball between themselves, but not able to find either a wide player or, as you see, Potho just in the centre of the screen now, just dropping in, but now long crossfield ball finds Tito in an advanced position. Now chance for Mbarba onto his right foot, but that's he's got that very wrong. Shot was way wide. To add to his tally of 2 penalties from last week. Mbarba did really well to step around Aitor Garcia. Goal kick goes long again. Eventually it's brought down by Andres Martin. Finds Mario Suarez inside him, but Rayo wants to keep hold of possession now. That swing out to the right hand side again. Unai Medina goes up and challenges for that with Mbarba, but as referee has already given a free kick against the Rayo man, Mbarba. So again, Marinho sends long downfield. Headers won by Sporting this time, and eventually Catena gets the shout from his goalkeeper to let that one run through. Now here's Potho. Neat turn from him, and now a stride through midfield. Little hand on his back there from Nacho Mendes. That will bring the third yellow card of the game. Second to a Sporting player, Molinero and Jose Potho. Just that little hand around the waist there, pulling him back. It looked like Potho was running down a bit of a blind alleyway there. Anyway, he did have the whole of the Sporting midfield around him for company. Now here's Advincula back inside to Mario Suarez, but he's been robbed by Uros Djurdjevic, and now another step forward, and that will be another yellow card to bring us to 2 each. Now Oscar Trejo joins his midfield companion Jose Potho in the referee's notebook. Foul on Pablo Perez. Referee very quick to issue that yellow card, and not a great deal of complaints from the Rayo players there. Now we see Molinero, Borja Lopez, the goal scorer, and Jean Silva Babin. I see there with his arm up on the edge of the penalty area. With the main targets, main players of interest for the free kick. See if they can cause as much confusion with this one as the previous Mario Garcia. It's long, it's straight down the middle, and it's way too close to Alberto Garcia. Sends it quickly downfield. Andres Martin is legally blocked off by Unai Medina, according to the referee. And Diego Marinho are able to take all of his allocated time, and then again it's another long ball downfield. As Pablo Perez challenges with Advincula. Bouncing around, looks to come down on the Rayo side eventually. 2 headers from Jean-Sylvain Babin, looking to give his team possession. Now they're looking to get inside, been behind Babin again, but not looking to take any risks. Out for a throw in. Now Tito, not a wealth of options, but he's eventually found Mbarba. Taking a position out the left-hand side as Potho looks to go in. Goes to ground as Potho. Medina urges him to get up. Play will go on. Here is Trejo. Now Catena. Long cross-field pass was too much on that. We'll bounce once. And we'll go straight out of play. Pushing 22,000 spectators for a second division game. So Rayo will be one of the bigger draws in the league this season. One of the favourite teams for promotion back up to the top division. But now here's Djurdjevic looking to double his side's advantage. He's gone to ground inside the penalty area. Advincula claims he's got the ball. Referee agrees with him. And a moment's danger, quickly passes. That's where I look to get him behind quickly down the other end. It's easily seen back with his head by Baban to his goalkeeper Marinho. And Duca still protesting, claiming for his free kick. It's not been given and he'll have to play on. There's Manu Garcia. There's Molinero. Striding forward now, Pablo Perez. Richie given away, and Djurdjevic continues his complaint. There were two defenders there. And doesn't look like Advincula really got much of a touch there. There's Esteban Savagic's tackle. It's being reviewed. Referee kind of confirming what the video saw. It was Savagic's tackle was a fair one. It seems the presence of Advincula seemed to confuse the situation a little bit there. Here's Advincula, he's bringing the ball down. His left-footed clearance goes up into the air. Makes Katina clear that again. Mario Suarez with a slice, and then Savagic with a poor clearance as well. Eventually, the ball falling for Rayo goalkeeper, and he got away with those mistakes, but they've given the ball away. But again, free kick given against Javi Fuego, former Villarreal man. Just coming in from behind on Jose Pozo. Mario Suarez gets us back underway. Say a penny for that man's thoughts. They were just starting to take control of the game. Had created not many chances, but marginally created better chances. But they find themselves a goal down. Have kind of been stunned a bit by that goal. Here's Tito with a chance to cross and bring his team back into the game. It's headed away, but Advincula will pick the ball up on the right-hand side. Has Trejo. Neat 1-2 inside. It's pulled back and then cleared away by Manu Garcia. As far as Mario Suarez, whose long shot will roll wide for a goal kick. And again, Rayo will probably feel they've edged this first half. Neat interplay there between Alvaro Garcia, Pozo, get them in behind, and the long shot from Mario Suarez didn't really get good contact with it, always going wide. Again, Sporting goal kick goes long. Pablo Perez again punished for a foul. This time on Mario Suarez. And Rayo have a minute or so to get themselves back on level terms before we find half time. And here's Tito. Goes back, and Rayo don't look in much of a hurry to get themselves back into the game with under a minute of the first half remaining. Yeah, build through Catena in a right back position. Inside to Trejo, Catena again. Mario Suarez has crept forward but doesn't get the ball this time. It goes to Tito. Now Mbarba. So most of the good work from Rayo has come through him, but again Sporting compact. Not letting Rayo through. Forcing them to try and go round. Rayo being patient. Sporting kind of waiting for the mistake, waiting for the erroneous pass. But they find a little pocket of space here. Advincula, right hand side, back to Suarez. Advincula lets it run to Alvaro Garcia, who comes onto his left foot, and his shot is blocked away, and it's a foul given against Esteban Savagic. Djurdjevic just getting his body in between. You see the left arm over the shoulder there, just pulling his man down. 30 seconds of stoppage time remaining. I'm sure most of them will be eaten up by Sporting taking this free kick from inside their own half. It'll be goal scorer Borja Lopez with that left foot finding right back Unai Medina. Can't bring the ball down. It's won by Mbarba. Here's Mbarba again, receives the ball back from Potho. Then just overruns it a little bit. Nacho Mendes is able to step in, win that ball back, and then right at the end of the first half, Mourinho sends that long downfield as far as he can hit it. And that is half time. Rayo will feel they just about edged most of the play in the first half. Their best chance coming from Adriano Mbarba shot, which was deflected and brought a really good save from Mourinho. And then a free kick for Sporting, swung in by Manu Garcia, headed by Baban against the crossbar. Never really cleared Mario Suarez's header, only finding Molinero on the edge of the box. His ball seemed to hit him and fell kindly for Borja Lopez to swing a left-footed shot right into the corner of the goal, giving Alberto Garcia no chance. Rayo were kind of stunned by that goal. Took them a good few minutes to find their rhythm, find their flow again. Closest they came was an Andres Martin header flicking the top of the crossbar. That's as close as they come in the first half, which sees home side Sporting Gijón lead 1-0. Back with you for the second half of Sporting de Gijón against Rayo Vallecano from El Molinón in Gijón in northern Spain in Asturias. Home side leading 1-0 at the break, with defender Borja Lopez striking home for his team with a left foot strike in the first half. See the home side just in the tunnel ready to come out. The goal on 30 minutes. Coming slightly against the run of play. Paco Gemes, Rayo coach, mentioned after last week's game against Mirandés they were probably the better side, probably deserved to win. And the day they don't deserve to win, they will lose. Well, possibly being proved a little bit wrong here. So they are the better side, but they are behind. Did manage to turn things around last week. 2 penalties from Adriano and Barba gave them the lead before they eventually pulled back for a 2-2 draw. Worryingly for Rayo Vallecano, their form across all competitions is not great, as we see Sporting players come out onto the pitch for the second half. We'll keep you updated with any changes or tactical tweaks for the second half. Vallecano's form is not great. They won a grand total of none of their pre-season friendlies. Their last win was back at the end of April, but it was at home against Real Madrid. Sporting come together for a motivational huddle before we get the second half underway. Pieces of instruction and motivation for them will be Rayo to get us into underway in the second half. Conversations between Mario Suarez and referee. Senor Picandi Garrido. That's the assistant putting the goals back together. Diego Marinho, I'm sure, will hope that part of the goal doesn't come into much use in the second half of this game. As it is, we're back underway. Rayo kicking from left to right as we look from the main camera. Early touch on for Tito at left back, and Rayo quickly going back to the way they were in the first half, with Mario Suarez just dropping in between his two centre backs in early possession for them. It's swung out towards Advincula, just about to actually keep that in play. Looked like his feet were behind the touchline, but he's done well to turn away from Pablo Perez. There's Trejo inside him, but they managed to lose the ball. Looks to come off the arm there of Oscar Trejo. To be a little careful, he is on a yellow card. Didn't look to be too much intentional about that, but he's in behind really easily, and he scored. Well, referee's assistance flag eventually does go up, as Uros Djordjevic looked there's been way too much space. In fact, that is really close, much closer than we anticipated. Camera just cut in at this point now. A really confident finish from Djordjevic, finding the far corner. I think the referee just consulting with his VAR officials. They will agree that the assistance flag should have gone up. Doesn't look to have been that much in it, despite when we cut back we saw Djordjevic was several metres behind the defence. The goal is being reviewed. No, I don't think it's going to be given. It looks as if he was offside just by a little bit. And the VAR has confirmed that, so we are back underway. What a start that would have been for Sporting. It was just one straight ball through. Into the defensive line holding firm, and Djurdjevic was offside. It all seemed almost a bit too easy. One straight ball through, and they were in behind the defence and clean through. As Aitor Garcia just thumps that high into the crowd. Rayo with plenty of work to do in this second half. They'll have to push forward, they'll have to take some chances. Although, as we saw them push high on that defensive free kick from inside the Sporting half, might not be the best way to go about things. And again, settling in, as we saw, plenty of possession for Rayo in the first half, about 60% in total. But a lot of it in positions like this, and then Sporting just looking to just upset them, force a mistake. Rayo looking to keep the ball on the ground as long as possible. Advincula showing good strength to hold up his man and eventually win a free kick out of Pablo Perez. Perez can then stop him taking it quickly. Duke is finishing, you see there, just there's the VAR confirmation that he was just offside. By the time that camera cut back round, he did look, well, he was several metres ahead of the defence. Ball forward should be cut out by goal scorer Borja Lopez. Doesn't make his life more complex than it needs to be, just puts that out for a throw-in. Advincula will take it. That's not gone well, not the touch that Andres Martin was looking for. 6 goals in 29 games for Cordoba last season in La Liga 2. Looking to add to that tally, this year's got his chance ahead of Fabio Probacari. Got his chance this week, but Martinez hit the top of the crossbar. He's come close, but not much more has dropped his way so far this afternoon. Still another 40 minutes or so for that to change. You see Pablo Perez getting involved again. Before doesn't quite make it. It's played out by Mario Garcia. It's just behind the run of Aitor Garcia. That's one taken by Tito. So no one quite yet able to really put their foot on the ball and really control and dictate tempo at the start of this second half. Another foul given away there by Manu Garcia. Turned by Tito, but Garcia's had his arm round him. Advincula. Looking to bring Mbaba into the game. Advincula was quick, thinking to try and take the throw as sharply as possible. Mbaba not quite on the same wavelength, and Djurdjevic not on the same wavelength there. And Mario Suarez takes over in midfield. Here's Advincula looking to burst round Pablo Perez, where he's done well to stretch back and win that, and wants a counter-attack for his side. Now Sporting can counter-attack in this second half. Here is Uros Djurdjevic out the left-hand side, but he's been given offside. And very little in the way of support. Sporting were keen and quick on the counter-attack last week. Created a good few chances, even with 10 men away at Girona. You see Djurdjevic, he's got the whole line to look across there, but this goes too early. Now Mbaba's done well to hang on to the ball there, but red and white shirts filter back, and there's a lovely ball in behind, looking for Marin. He's in on goal, and he scored. Andres Martin finishes neatly at the near post. I think Diego Marinho will be a little bit disappointed with that. There didn't look to be much danger when Jose Pozzo collected the ball, which played a wonderful pass in behind Borja Lopez. Andres Martin ran in and finished calm as you like into the near post. I think Diego Marinho let that run a little bit far. And Rayo, probably as much as they've deserved across the course of this game, are back level. It's just one pass in behind. And Andres Martin didn't have a lot of goal to aim at, but just picked out that near post. Ball played in behind Borja Lopez, and Martin gets away from Baban. It's inside the near post, and I think several things that Sporting will be unhappy about with that goal. But Rayo will be delighted. They got themselves back into the game. Just questioned before if Andres Martin's impact, and hadn't had many chances. At one difficult header managed to flick the top of the crossbar. Been feeding off scraps until then, but he's been given one decent chance and he's taken it really well. Inside the near post, brings Rayo level. And suddenly for Sporting just being able to sit back and hit their opponents on the counter, they'll be asked to take the initiative again. Advincula probably a little bit unlucky to get that free kick away, but Pablo Perez was smart and kept just running into him, drawing the foul. Now Manu Garcia again given permissions over the free kicks, but he's stepped away from this one. Aitor Garcia wings it into towards the back post, looking for Borja Lopez, making a nuisance of himself again. Eventually it will be a throw into Rayo Vallecano. Nacho Mendes swung the ball over. It's kind of stunned Molignon into one of the quietest periods of the game for the crowd that we've seen in the opening 53 minutes. They've been buoyed up by the way they've just about edged the lead, and that's flipped on neatly, and then out over his goal comes Alberto Garcia, alert to the danger. Now with the platform to attack, Javi Fuego looking to cut the ball out, but he's not managed to take it away from Trejo, who's striding forward. It looks to be offside against Diego Marin. He finishes, but he is in an offside position. Several players contesting various decisions in the run-up to that, looking at foul. I mean, it's clearly offside. There's two players offside there. And Martin finishes with all the confidence in the world now after his goal just a few minutes ago. Javi Fuego still protesting that he was fouled in the build-up to that goal, or potential goal. VAR will confirm, but I'm sure we'll review. Referee agreeing with his linesman and the video images, and what most of us saw, that Andres Martin and I think Alvaro Garcia as well were offside in the build-up to the goal, so it stays at 1-1. Video referee getting a bit of a workout at the start of this second half. Now is Pablo Perez cutting in from the left-hand side. He goes down, challenge from Advincula. He's right on the edge of the penalty area, possibly on the line, would have been given inside the box. But then Barbara's charged down the other end of the pitch, and he's found Potho with the shots, and he's put it just past the post. Again, Jorge Pozo with a really good chance there, looking to beat Diego Maligno at his near post for the second time in this second half, but a lightning counter-attack from Rayo. We see Potho on the overlap here. First time shot. It's just high and wide of the goal. Oh, Advincula with a slight move from that angle. It looks like it was inside the penalty area. Perez, it was a slightly cumbersome tackle by Advincula. Referee deciding that that wasn't a foul, and then it led to the quick break and the chance for Potho. Again, Rayo with steady possession in defence. Mario Suarez dropping in to be the deepest man. And swung out looking for Advincula, but that's easily cut out by Molinero. Back and away by Alejandro Catena. As we watch this one again, Advincula just comes across it. For me, that looks like it was a foul. just outside the penalty area. Well, there was one previously where Pablo Perez just ran into Advincula and got a free kick in a much less dangerous position. And that was given. The referee perhaps with that in mind. And he turned down Perez's request for a free kick there. Another foul, this time given away by Nacho Mendes. Wow, Vallecano players probably fully aware that Nacho Mendes is already on a yellow card. And he's been given a second yellow card and he's off. Well, Sporting players are stunned, as is Aitor Garcia. He's been shown up as being given the red card. See, there's the elbow from Nacho Mendes. His left arm is out. He does catch Potho on the top of the chest, bottom of the neck. As Nacho Mendes is off, and that changes the balance of the game again. Sporting for the second time in a week, for the second time in 2 weeks, having a man sent off. Also, it's in the 57th minute that Perez was sent off last week. And pretty much an identical moment in the game. They have a man sent off this week, and Nacho Mendes, you see there, 2 fouls committed, 2 yellow cards, 1 red. He's given Rayo an absolute gift. And a brilliant chance for them to take even more control of the game. In the first half they were actually out on 60% of the possession. Probably have more of that now as Pablo Perez looks to stride away on the counter-attack. He's got little in the way of support, and he's got 2 Rayo players around him. But he's managed to get a throw-in out of it. Did really well there, Pablo Perez, striding down the line. As Perez goes down inside the penalty area. Mario Suarez trying to win his way out of defence, has been fouled by Manu Garcia. Fully aware that a potential counter-attack was on. As they take out Unai Medina. So there's the incident again. It's fairly innocuous. Arm is out. Lifeline for Rayo Vallecano. They've been disappointed with the way they conceded a goal, having kind of edged the tie, been slightly the better side, got themselves back into it in the second half, and now they have a great chance with an extra man for slightly over half an hour. And he's Potho looking to stamp home that advantage. He's got Alvaro Garcia to his left-hand side. There's the shot across the face of goal and just past the left post of Diego Marinho. Alvaro Garcia looking to double his goals tally for the season. Gets his shot away. I think Marinho had that covered. Oh, that's just curving slightly away. You see the shot from Jose Potho again. Potho's then caught by the arm of Nacho Mendes. Which led to that Sporting red card. Referee allowing play to go on, not in doing so to the home fans at all. There's a counter-attack, and wow, very much on top now. And with an extra man, here's Tito. Alvaro Garcia. Ball inside to Trejo. His touch is heavy, and eventually the 2 of them in defence make themselves up. Bit of a lack of communication there between Paban and Marinho. Almost got in behind. Oscar Trejo. Pablo Perez displaying his war wounds to the referee. Got a mark on his middle of his stomach there. Fuego also maintaining his conversation with the referee. So Mourinho, hands on hips, going to wait for his instructions to carry on. So just looking for some possible foul play. Perez again is pointing to his stomach that's received the contact. Foul play. There's a bump there. You can see the after effect. Perez goes into Suarez, and it's just studs in the chest. So will they decide if that's a foul play or deserving of further punishment? Rayo Suarez on the ground. And up. He stubbs into the chest of Pablo Perez, but referee looks to have decided that it's accidental. We're just kind of indicating that it was a coming together of players. It is still under review. As we go again, still being reviewed and reviewed by our video assistant referee. Team of referees eventually deciding that that was a coming together, an accident, and no further punishment is necessary. Again, it's eaten up a little bit of time, if anything, for Sporting to be able to see that out. Another player on the ground. This time it's Alejandro Catena. Duke, I'm sure, just concerned of Alejandro Catena's well-being. I'm sure it's not the last time these two their paths will cross this afternoon. First change for Rayo. There's Alvaro Garcia, taken off after 77 minutes last week. He's got 65 minutes under his belt this week, and it'll be Bebe who replaces him. Famous Bebe is his 8th different club. The 29-year-old has moved to his 2nd season with Rayo. Only once before he stayed with the club in consecutive seasons. And here he is with his first touch onto his right foot, but he is offside. His first contribution is to put an end to that particular attacking move. So just this left-kneed stray beyond the last line of defence, and it gives Sporting again another chunk of time that they will be able to take over this free kick as Diego Mourinho, almost everything this afternoon, he's sent long downfield. So you see 1-1 after 66 minutes. Molignon, well, with that one-man advantage. You've seen the play broken up by VAR reviews and clashes and decisions being replayed and offside, but there's a left foot shot comes in from Andres Martin, blocked away and out for a throw-in. So Rayo looking to build up a bit of momentum following the red card. Been stopped in their tracks in the last few moments. Sporting on the ball and looking to counter-attack it. That's a pretty clear foul. That's by Catena. On Uros Djurdjevic. So not taking too long for those two to to clash again. 2 minutes after Catena went to ground. And an exchange with the home side sees a midfield player going for a more attacking one, so Christian Salvador, 24-year-old Gijón local, coming on in place of Aitor Garcia. Chance for Rayo to build their lead, crossed in by Potho. On the right hand side, it's eventually cleared and picked up on the edge of the penalty area by Mario Suarez. Now here's Bebe onto his right foot, thinks about a shot from distance, thinks about it again, finally has that shot, and it just whistles wide. So actually it's Bebe, he's aiming up this shot, it seemed to drive him away for goal, but it didn't deter him. Eventually wrapped his right foot around it. Just a metre or so past Diego Marinho's left post. After a little bit of head tennis, it falls for Sporting. Ball played over the top by Pablo Perez, but it's too far away from Oris Djordjevic. Down the left hand side. Good few touches since he's come on. Suarez in now Catena, as Advincula's out on the right hand side. Back to Advincula. See, it looks like Sporting is going to go 4-4-1. You see the two banks of 2 rows of 4, and then Oris Djordjevic up on his own up top. So they look to hang on for these last 20 minutes or so, but they've got a bit more defending to do now as Tito's looking to get in behind. He's crossed with his right foot towards the penalty spot. It's headed away by Javi Fuego, and then taken down neatly, and then a good few touches. Poor Trejo in midfield, but his final one is a shot which he doesn't quite get hold of. There's Oscar Trejo. Neat touches to find that little bit of space, but couldn't find a shot to trouble Diego Marinho in the Sporting Gijón goal. There's Jose Alberto Lopez looking more and more pensive as the game goes on. And the long ball flicked on, and this time free kick goes against Mario Suarez. Some ironic cheers from the home crowd as they finally feel that a decision has gone their way. You see him put his arm onto the back of Christian Salvador. The introduction to the game for him. He's been given a yellow card for his troubles as well. Yeah, just allow Sporting to send some players up from the back, take plenty of time over this free kick. Doesn't look a particularly dangerous position. It's a long way out and very central, not much of an angle for Manu Garcia to work with. He's got some targets up there, and we'll see what they can make of it. It's launched into the penalty area and headed away by Catena. And then Borja Lopez just allows it to run out for a throw-in. So Sporting, of course, their second 1-1 draw after having a man sent off. Launched into the penalty area, headed away by Mario Suarez, falls towards the edge of the penalty area, but then it's completed away by Potho. Bebe looking to bring the ball down. Referee spotting a head injury. It's Oris Djordjevic. Just to the back of Oscar Trejo inside the penalty area. Sporting with just a chance to stop the game, disrupt the flow, not let Rayo Vallecano build up any momentum. It's Javi Fuego, in fact, who's gone down. Experienced man, a former Rayo Vallecano player between 2010 and 2013. Up against his former club today, as is Borja Lopez, played for them 3 times in 2013, 2014. Javi Fuego before 2013, before he moved to Valencia. I see the drop ball going straight to Rayo Vallecano, and now Catena, the Advincula up on the right hand side as a sliding tackle coming back from Pablo Perez. Referee deciding it was a fair challenge as well, before giving a free kick against Trejo. The first instances of a cramp in the Sporting players. Jose Pozo. So his afternoon's work is complete. There's Jonathan Montiel. Looks to be a straight swap. He didn't make it off the bench last week, the 20-year-old Montiel. Former Deportivo boy. To be a pretty similar swap. There's Montiel, the first touch. It's in behind, looking for Andres de Martin. Get in behind that, the full-back. So 2 substitutions made by Paco James, Pino Bebe and Jonathan Montiel. His team's quest to find a goal, which you would think, if they can get in the next 15 minutes, would be a winner. Here's Bebe. It's to run at Unai Medina onto his right foot, crosses into the penalty area, into the back post. Adriano Imbarbo was waiting, got a touch but couldn't direct it into the far post. It's a dangerous ball in from Bebe, curling away, and in fact Imbarbo couldn't quite reach that. See Francisco Molinero doing just enough at the back post just to put Imbarbo off. Got down by Advincula, eventually free kick given away against Pablo Perez. Not his first foul of the afternoon. As Uros Djurdjevic is withdrawn. The former Espanyol striker Alvaro Vasquez came on just for 2 minutes last week. He's got 15 this week. He can be given some pretty strict instructions. He'll be up front on his own, lonesome most of the time, be instructed to hold the ball up, draw as many free kicks and fouls as he can, bring his teammates into the game and try and maintain possession as far away from their goal as possible. As now Tito finds Bebe, looks to cross again early on. It's a dangerous ball into the middle and it's cut out by John-Sylvain Baban. Medina claims to throwing it in, but Rao have pressured high and won the ball back quickly. Bebe again, head up onto his right foot, doesn't cross this time, uses Mario Suarez. Barba keeping hold of the ball. Bebe lets that run, so he knows he's got Tito on the overlap into the penalty area onto his right foot. There's the header down, it's not got any power on it, doesn't quite find Advincula. He made his way into the penalty area and it's cleared. First touch for Alvaro Vasquez, quickly surrounded by 2. He's not really going anywhere, he's found a teammate though, but it's a hurried clearance from Borja Lopez now. Duca takes out his frustrations on the water bottles and on the bench itself. It's brought down by Andres Martin. Another throw in to Rayo. Advincula to take again. Valero looks to just wiggle his way through in defence, but Alvaro Vasquez was nowhere near that, and it's straight back to Rayo. Rayo now just looking to build a bit more momentum. They did in the few minutes directly after the red card, and Sporting through a couple of injuries and VAR reviews, looking to really take the sting out of the game. But Rayo just now starting to camp themselves in the Sporting half. Here's Bebe again, he's been very involved since he came on. Crosses with the left foot this time, that's headed away by Javi Fuego. Bebe looks to pick the ball up again, but Manu Garcia does well to twist and turn and play a wonderful ball down the line for new boy Alvaro Vasquez. He's only got one other Sporting player inside the Rayo half, but he looks to find it is Pablo Perez. He's run all the way to the penalty area. Vasquez almost found him. He's very much alone. A long busting run from Pablo Perez into the penalty area. Thought for a second he might get there ahead of Alberto Garcia. The goalkeeper was alert, not had much to do. As the Rayo goalkeeper this afternoon. Picked the ball out of his net once. There's Tito, now stationed almost permanently as a winger. Now it's Bebe onto his right foot from the edge of the box. Bebe! Good save by Mourinho. Not to be beaten at his near post again. Bebe has been really lively since coming on. Good save, just about got down there in time. Going off on that to turn it round the post. Corner to the visitors, it's Mbarba to swing in from that far side. It's flicked on by Tito towards the back post. It's not out of play yet. Andres Martin drops inside the penalty area. And just as Catena reaches out for the ball, Mourinho's got there first, and it'll be a free kick to Sporting. It's flicked on and not really dealt with at the back post by Molinero. There's left Tully, the Swiss midfielder, former Cordoba and Basel man, will be the next to be introduced. He's on a yellow card, so it might be him who might be sacrificed. And that's a tackle's coming in, and it's a straight red card. Straight red card for Tito. We're bound to 10 aside. Referee deciding that Alvaro Vasquez had a clear goal scoring opportunity, and Tito denied him of that. Possibly it was a dangerous tackle, and we're now playing 10 against 10. As Tito Roman receives a straight red card. See the ball come through here. We're checking to see if it was offside or not. And Tito comes sliding in. We'll review. It comes off the heel of Alvaro Vasquez into the air, and then Tito wipes him out. And it's being checked with the referee, and then that advantage Rayo Vallecano had. They've had it for around 20 minutes now. It's being reviewed. It looks like this is going to stand. Tito came sliding in, the ball flicked up off Alvaro Vasquez's heel, and then Tito just came sliding through, took him out. Tito's now off the pitch. I think he knows where this is going. Assistant referee, the fourth official, advising Tito that he can review this as much as he like. The line is now being drawn. That red card will stand, so we are playing 10 against 10. Despite the protests of the Rayo Vallecano players, they've played from the 60th minute to the 80th with a one-man advantage. Referee Hernando seemed pretty sure as soon as he saw that that was a straight red card. Denial of a clear goal scoring opportunity. Also did come straight through on the standing leg of Alvaro Vasquez. It's okay to continue. So referee still with a finger in the ear to his earpiece. He's now drawn a second line a little bit closer to the edge of the penalty area. It will be Alvaro Vasquez who's picked himself up after being fouled. It's referee still in discussion. Replayed again and again. As it Savajic and Andres Martin. We're around the referee who's now marked the placement of the ball. So it does look like we can get on with the game eventually. Medina stood near the ball. I don't think he'll be one of the candidates to take this. As Pablo Perez being told he can be, well, has to be at least 3 metres away from the wall. So Vasquez gives his final instructions. A bit of a wait from the breaker play until this free kick, and here is Alvaro Vasquez. He goes over the wall and it's punched away. Good save by Alberto Garcia. Got a good view of it, got down well. So got across the goal, didn't really find, needed to find the corner from that distance to really trouble the goalkeeper. There's a rousing reception for Pablo Perez. Captain being taken off. This bursting run always created a chance for Sporting in the second half. After his work is done, and Naftali Manzambi, 22-year-old Swiss, comes on for a first appearance. As Sporting to peel down that left-hand side, it's cut out by Javi Fuego, but he's not quick enough. And now Bebe out on the left-hand side for Rayo Vallecano. We've got 5 minutes left of a 10 against 10 game. Bebe from distance is lining up a shot. He's on his right foot. He thinks better of it. He tries to find Advincula. He may well have gone for the shot in the end. Here is new boy Taffy charging down the left-hand side. He's got Advincula after him. Referee says that was a fair tackle. For the first time this afternoon, that slightly clumsy challenge from Advincula goes unpunished. But now it's been Rayo who've been the better side and had all the momentum, especially since the Sporting red card. But now with 5 minutes to go, both sides down to 10 men. It's still Rayo playing as if they're a man up still. Catena strides over halfway. Advincula back to Catena. Paco James, see there at the bottom of the screen, directing his players forward. But it's a loose pass in midfield from Trejo. A chance for Sporting to counter-attack. Catena hoops the ball away from Christian Salvador. All the way back with Diego Marinho. And Borja Lopez. Just with Andres Martin to pressure 4 central defenders. Sporting, since the red card, have seemed happy with the draw. They're 10 against 10. They don't look in a great hurry to commit men forward and really go in search for a goal, which you think now would certainly be a winner. They're looking to get the ball in behind after a long build-up play, and now Rayo with a bit more urgency, but that's rather cynical breakdown of the counter-attack by Neftali. And the substitute is one of many now in the referee's notebook. As Tito watches on from the sideline. So watching, I think that was the debate around the red card of whether Alvaro Vasquez was indeed offside. The review showing he was just on. Well, play allowed to continue. It's well won back in midfield by Javi Fuego. We speak too soon. He's given away a free kick. Against Jonathan Montiel. Javi Fuego looked to have done his job really well in breaking down the attack, but referee ruling that that wasn't a legal challenge. Montiel and Mbarba over the ball. The final chances of the game for Rayo to cross the ball into the penalty area. Again, video referees being consulted, but we're allowed to carry on. Who will it be? It will be Mbarba to swing into the penalty area. It's healed away by Christian Salvador. Now Bebe onto his right foot, takes a touch, and his crosses deflected and loops up into the penalty, loops up into the area, and it's a neat turn by Montiel, but he can't get away from three players, and then quickly won back by Mario Suarez. Much more speed to the play now, and it's Mbarba inside the penalty area, goes around one man, pulls it back, it's Bebe, and into the box, doesn't get good contact, and it's comfortably saved by Diego Marinho. Mbarba did really well, danced around the fullback. Francisco Molinero, I thought for a second might have brought him down. I think that stronger wins that ball back, and it's Rayo making all of the running late in the game. They look under much more pressure to win this game. It's a long cross for the ball, but it's straight out of play. Sergio Akiemes made his way onto the pitch, not detected by our cameras. Now Bavan at the back, switches on to Borja Lopez. And despite the various stoppages in play for video replays and substitutions and goals and red cards, we'll have just 3 minutes added on at the end of the game. Savoljic punished for a foul. Zimbabwe does really well, gets the ball under control and just steps round Manu Garcia. Zimbabwe just doesn't make good contact. Manu Garcia stepping around Mario Suarez and being fouled. This time it's Mbarba with the shirt pull. As we move towards the final 90 seconds of the game, looks like we're heading for a draw, so both sides will have 2 points from their opening 2 games. Now a break for Sporting, looking to change that right at the end. It's Christian Salvador on the right hand side, gets his cross into the penalty area. It's too high for Neftali Manzambi, and the ball doesn't go out of play. Here's Neftali's managed to get that back. Jonathan Montiel hoping more than anything the ball would roll over the line. Here's Mbaba, takes that down really well on his chest, and Javi Fuego eventually wrestles him to the ground. And gets a yellow card. The sixth yellow card shown to a Gijón player, two of them shown to Nacho Mendes. And Rayo will go along. We're into approaching stoppage time on stoppage time. We're now showing 6 minutes of additional time to be played, so another 3 minutes to go here. Again, it's Rayo showing much more urgency in their play. Mario Suarez looking to get the ball forward. See the two banks of four red and white striped shirts penned back. Now it's Enrique looking to cross the ball, and it comes off Unai Medina, out for a throw-in. To be taken by Akieme. It'll be a corner by Adri Mbarba. That's one final chance for Rayo to put some concern in the Sporting defence. Swung in with his right foot into the penalty. It comes off the shoulder. Comes off the shoulder there of the defender. It was Bavan who went for the ball as well. Molinero taking his eye off the ball, giving Rayo another chance to send this into the penalty area, perhaps for the final time. Here it comes with the right foot towards the near post. Mario Suarez gets his head in it, but claims for a penalty are turned down. Referee clearly that was off the shoulder of the defender. So that will be reviewed as well. Referee saying it's coming off the shoulder. It seems to come off the back of the shoulder blade of Molinero. Either way, I don't think his arm was in an unnatural position. And we will continue. Here's Bebe with a bit of an inaccurate pass, but it picked up with by Advincula. Jonathan Montiel back to Advincula. It looks as though Sporting will be able to just hold out Rayo if they can clinch this for another 30 seconds. He looks to get in behind. Unai Medina should be able to see this out of play. He gets there ahead of Bebe. And just go all out as we approach the last 10 seconds of added time on added time. Diego Marinho will take every allocated second over this. That's Jose Alberto Lopez sends his players to be more compact in the middle. VAR dominating the second half. Plenty of stoppages, a red card apiece and one goal apiece, as referee Iñaki Vicandi Garrido brings a halt to proceedings. Goal from Borja Lopez after a free kick wasn't properly cleared in the first half gave the lead to the home side, Sporting Gijón. A wonderful pass in behind by Jose Pozo, was pounced upon by Andres Martin, who beat Diego Marinho at his near post to make it 1-1. Second yellow card was shown to Nacho Mendes on the hour mark to give Rayo great impetus in the second half with the extra man. They played with 11 against 10 for around 20 minutes until Tito was also sent off for denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity, and his foul on Álvaro Vázquez. In the end, 1-1. We'll go to the interviews. Goal scorer, congratulations for the goal. Do you feel like you missed an opportunity today? Good evening. Yes, Will. We still play well. We've not been able to take advantage with them. One more player. We've never stopped believing. In the second half, at the start of the second half, we got the goal. We had another one ruled out for offside, but I think that we were the better side. But we had the game under control by them, but it's a bit unfortunate that Tito was sent off at the end, but we have to keep believing. Game was very marked out by cards and yellow card and referees. The first half to give a yellow card to us in the first half, but it was a complicated game, but that's it. Borja Lopez will be joining us for an interview. Congratulations for the goal, great goal. It's your re-debut in the Molineux. How's it feel? Feels incredible. It was a shame that the 3 points got away from us in the end, having taken the lead. In the end, we keep working. Very together, working hard. We'll keep moving. How do you see the red card? Well, a bit doubtful, but we'll try not to talk about referees. We could have judged this a bit more with the VAR. I think it's bad for a show, as a spectacular. The game's been marked and ruined a little bit by the referee's decisions. I think your team conceding the worst moment. Well, it's good for it's bad for the feelings. We were ahead, so could have got 3 points, but we were behind, down a man, so it could be a point gained. We're going to fight to get the higher places of the league. They're kind of going to be up there, but it's a good point for us today. Talking about the cards and the VAR, even today, plenty of decisions and work for the referee to do.